Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 my tribers. Here's our template. If you haven't gotten it, it's in the group. Miss Debbie posted it. I have it in there as a PDF and a JPEG because some of you like it different ways. And you said it and we listened, right? Okay. Got watercolors out today. Got watercolors and water. Yay. It looks like somebody can see me. 3D canvas self-study class. Next week. Is that next week? Next week we're doing our 3D mystery class. So you get to come on Zoom. Come on Zoom with me. And we will do a project. How about that? Okay, so today, we don't have many people on yet. Can everybody see and hear me? Someone post a comment. That way I will know for sure. Say, yep, I'm here. Something like that. So why do I have an umbrella? This thing is delayed. I have an umbrella because I wanted some inspiration. And that's a great thing to do when you're starting to do artwork because it's hard to just like come out of the air colors that you want to use. Especially if it's nature inspired, go outside, look around. What pictures God painted for us today? Hello, I still don't see anybody. Are y'all here? I see some numbers, but I don't see people. I just need one person to say hi. And then I'll tell you about my umbrella. Let me just go on Facebook and make sure that. Okay. Hello. Thank you, Dawn. Dawn's here. And Facebook user. So Facebook user, if you go to the top, they'll give you permission to StreamYard. There's Miss Debbie. You have to give StreamYard permission to tell us who you are. So that way I'll have your name and your picture. Hi, Donna's here. Hi, Jackie's here. Hey, guys. Hello. Okay, y'all found me. Okay, the umbrella is here for inspiration. Okay, I like the colors. I think the purples and the reds and the oranges are super pretty. There's the brown. So go to your closet, find some clothing, look outside, see what God's created. Look at a cup, a mug, whatever you're inspired by, and use that as coming up with your colors. So what we're doing today, it's not a puzzle. We've done a puzzle. It's like little swirlies. I mean, I kind of think of it like a puzzle, but let me get this morning I woke up all like with allergy stuff. So I'm sorry about that. Using this to protect my pages so the watercolor doesn't go everywhere. And I hand lettered the blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness. And I didn't put for they shall be filled or the rest of it, but you definitely can put that down there too. Let's see. I don't know why I didn't do that. For they shall be filled. So we can add that. They shall be filled. Let me just go ahead and add that. How about that? Sorry, it's not on the template though. I'm going to erase Matthew 5:6. And I'm going to write it small down here. Got my new pen. Y'all like my new pen? Hi, sisters. Dawn says, I love that, Dawn. That's so sweet. And I love your emojis. And then what paints are we using? I'm using Koi watercolors today. These are Koi, and I really like them. It's a nice travel size, too. And it's called KOI. And it's by Sakura. So you've probably seen Sakura markers and stuff like that. Had them for a long time. They last a long time. It's got the tray. It actually comes with a water pen. Look at this hot mess. You treated yourself to gouache. Yay! I know I was going to use gouache today. And I thought, well, I don't know. It was hard. It was a hard toss. Okay, righteousness. For they shall be filled. So I'm going to put this here. I'm not going to have as much room for all the artwork. For they shall be Then I'll do filled, Fille. Aren't you glad I'm spelling it for you? Ha, Matthew. Okay, I'm going to wait on the Matthew. So what we're doing is just like little free lines. The one thing that I do recommend is, doing loops, and it's nice to overlap some, but don't go too crazy. So I'm going to do a loop here. I'm going to go around here, and I'm going to do a loop here, and I'm going to go off the page. Okay. Now I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to go through this, and see, I'm going to be able to color that part in, and then I'm going to do a loop here. I'm ignoring my Matthew because I'm going to put it in a different place. Okay, and then I'm going to do a loop right here. And we can go back and add. Okay, and now I'm going to make this one come around like this, do a loop, and do another loop, and then go off the page. I'm going to pick this up. See how some loops are bigger than others? You want them to be different sizes. And then I'm going to put, how do I want to do this? I think here I'm going to come around, let's just see, do a loop in here and go off the page right there. We'll see how that goes. But anyway, I'm making little places to color different colors. So let's do this one too. Come around here, do a loop here. Don't feel like you have to follow my lead because it's probably really hard to follow me right now. And then this, I'm just going to make a line actually right there. Hello. Make sure you give StreamYard permission because I want to see your face and who you are. It won't show me. I don't know why. But I'm sure it's somebody that I know and love because you all are somebody I know and love. All right. I'm so excited, Don, that you got gouache. Okay, so anyway, we're going to play around with this. So remember, if you just popped on, while we're showing this earlier, this is my inspiration because it's really good to find colors that are already put together that make sense. Sometimes we grasp for colors like, oh, I like pink. Oh, I like blue, but the shades just clash. Okay. So you want to kind of make sure that, that you have colors that look good together. JJ, I don't know. I wonder, that's so weird because earlier, did you have to put your name in earlier? I thought once you put it in StreamYard, you were done, but obviously, I don't know. Obviously, that's not true. But I wonder if, I don't know. Anybody know the answer to that? Anybody a StreamYard expert? Because I am not. Okay, we're just going to get started with it. Got my water, looking for a paintbrush that I feel like is going to be a good size. That's, you don't want it too big because you want to have some decent lines. We always go over it with marker to kind of clean up our lines, but with a paint marker. But right now I want to find a paintbrush that I feel like is just the right size. Probably I'm going to do different sizes because this one, that's probably not the one. Maybe I'll just do a water pen for now. Okay, so if you have water beside you, you can spritz. If you have a spritzer, spritz. And then I'm going to see if I can put a peak of umbrella here so y'all can kind of. Oh no, it might get wet. I can't see the blue as much. Okay, there we go. That's me. Okay, purples and blues and oranges. And I was thinking of fall when I did my original. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some blue. I'm just going to start with blue. And I'm going to just color in this section. just this section. I'm going to leave the loop alone because that's going to be a different color. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our first color. I'd pick like 4, maybe 5 colors. 4, maybe 5. And we're just going to pick up one color and we're just going to color random places with that one color. And there's a few reasons to do this. One is you want to make it balanced and you don't want to put too many of the same color together. Okay, so I like that. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do this little area. You can put water on your paper first if you want or not. That's up to you. Some people like to go ahead and wet it down. You wet it down and you put it like right where you want the water to go, then it should stay in that little area. Okay, I'll probably go back and add some depth to it once it dries. I don't know, JJ. That is weird. So Debbie can see it, just I can't because I'm on StreamYard. StreamYard has some great perks, but that's not one of them. Okay. And I'm going to do down here. See how I'm trying to balance it out? And I'm just following it all the way till I find a line. Remember, these are erasable, so the lines they don't have to be perfect. And then I'm going to find something up here that's a little bit smaller area because I've got all these big areas. So I'm going to do right here. And then I'm going to do a few loops. And again, one reason we want to go ahead and do the same color is so it can be drying and we can balance it out good. Okay, let's go ahead and find another color. I'm going to do purple. Okay, and I want purple to be this big area right here. Okay, hey, who has their tree up? You don't have to answer if you're coloring, but here's what I have. I have a naked tree, and I have one that just came in the mail. A tree that just came in the mail. Okay, I have a question for y'all. What would you do if this happened to you? This is the weirdest thing that happened to me. I ordered this tree. I paid more for it than I normally would. Well, maybe not. I paid more for it than I wanted to. Okay, let's just say that because it's a 5-foot tree and it was like $150 or $130, something like that. And I got it at Michael's online and came in the mail. Put it up. Looks great. 2 days later, I get 2 more trees exactly like it. Exactly like it. So I'm like, this is weird. Did I accidentally, sometimes you might accidentally make double orders, So I was like, I didn't see a receipt for it. I just thought it was so weird. And I called Michael's and they said, I said, can you, make sure I didn't like accidentally purchase these? I don't know what happened. And she said it was a mistake and to keep them. Okay, I can understand if it was an ornament, but this is trees. This is $230 trees, extra, bonus. I mean, does that sound right that I should keep them? I'm like, okay, I mean, what do I do? Who do I contact? Hey, we got these. And so anyway, I mean, maybe my kids are going to get new trees. I don't know, but it still doesn't feel right. What do you do? What do you do? Tree goes up tomorrow and other decorations. I collect snow people. And so they will be everywhere around the house. Okay, you have to explain what snow people are. So JJ, if you ever did it once, you had to give it permission. So to do it, I guess you have to do it again. Go up into the description and it should say to give StreamYard permission. I don't know. I could be wrong. Is that what it says, Debbie, or do you know? All right, let's go for this red color, like a pretty red, kind of an orangey red. And find another place to put it. Isn't that a weird story about the Christmas tree? There's snow. So are they called snow babies? But some are snow ladies, snow babies. Because a friend of mine used to have a huge collection of snow babies. I think that's what they were called. I feel wrong about these trees though. They're just sitting in the box because I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, if I went to Michael's the store, they'd be like, I don't know how to help you. You don't have a receipt. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to know what to do either. I mean, I didn't buy them at the store either. They just came to my door. I mean, yeah, yeah, you're right. Instead of sending it back, they're so nice. not that, not that a shelter, but yeah, that seems like probably the right thing to do. Maybe my kids can enjoy them for a little while, and then we'll donate them. But I don't know. Maybe they won't care. I mean, I kind of just thought about putting them around my house just to for now, but I don't know. You would donate to a shelter. That's a good idea. I still think it's so bizarre. Why? I also think, does Michaels really know that this is what this lady said to do? You know what I mean? Like, I just wonder if they know. Okay, I'm moving on. We're going to an orange now. Let me go to an orange. This is a really vibrant orange. I think I'm gonna like that. Yeah. So I'm gonna use this spot. So now I have 4 colors. I need to see if that's enough. Or if I want one more. Oops. It was red. You can always go back and intensify the colors, or this one I might have gotten too dark. Let me go for a lighter one. So I'm just going to dab off some of this while it's still wet. My daughter came in this weekend. She just surprised us. She just came in. I'm like, maybe she does. She thinks she wants to move to Dallas in an apartment, but I'm like, I don't like the idea of that. Yet she's 19. I'm like, I don't know. Seems so unsafe, but you have to let them grow up one day, I know. Just not today. All right. There's some orange. Do I want a little bit of something else? Oh my goodness. I said they'd send you another one. Yeah. See, I understand if it was damaged. I get that. But yeah, that's a big ticket on them. Okay, I've got to decide. It does have this lime green on it, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just gonna say, just add a little dab here. This isn't really lime, so. And that one is just blending with my orange since it's not dry. So I'm gonna hold off on that. Now you gotta think about what you're gonna do on the inside. I'm kind of thinking black and then go over the words in white. I don't know why. It's just going to make everything else pop. That's just me. Okay, and then one more I got to fill in. I need to think of what color to do that with. Guess I'll do that green. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my inside or start on it because I want this other to dry. But since I'm doing the inside like a black or a gray and it's watercolor, I might could still see. We'll see if I can still see my words in here. I need a bigger brush. Bigger brush. Oh, that's a big. That one's really big. Okay. Gotta go. My son is done with practice. Okay. Bye, Dawn. Virtual hugs to you as well. Okay, let's see how this. That is black. What is this color? Oh, that's really black. I'm going to start with this lighter, which is maybe it's a gray. I don't know what it is. Actually, I wanted to wet my paper first. On this part, I want to wet my paper first. I don't know if I'm going to like the black because it's not going to be like, it's going to be translucent. I kind of want it opaque. I could go back with paint or gouache though, if I want to. But still. Still thinking. I don't know. Seems kind of like a big commitment. Oh well, just going for it. So it just kind of bleeds into where the water's already there. If you put water first. It shouldn't go into the next color because it's stopping where you painted before. See how it just kind of goes around? Now this right here, it probably will go into the green because it already has. What do you think? By looking at it, do you like it? Not sure. I went ahead with the darkest black. I'm surprised at the coverage, honestly. Thought it was going to be more see-through. Which I'm not sad about. And I'm glad I get to do my lettering again. Good practice. So if you ever get mad at me and say, Oh my gosh, I've already written it. And now she's painting over it. You can be like, good practice. But surely by now you've learned, I'm probably going to paint over it. Even I don't know what I'm going to do. Just going to do fall colors like I did for the iPad one, but then it's like I want to show them like the umbrella and how to pick colors from it. Even though it doesn't look anything like it necessarily, I still got inspiration by it. So I don't know. Okay, so the white places, we will go in with a smaller brush or something. We'll clean them up. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of room for color, but that's okay. Like I said, it made it pop. Right here, I really don't want this to go into my orange. It made it worse. There we go. Now, what stage are we in? We are in the junior high phase, the awkward middle school age stage. Yeah, I think I'm going to like it. Come on now, dry. Those two places do not want to dry. Okay, good enough. Now, I'm going to go back, add some dimension, some depth to these other colors. So the blue, I'm going to go back around and add some color. Not with that paintbrush. It's too thick. It's too thick. Go back with the one I had before. Might even go back with a little bit of darker blue. Let's see how this blue looks. Can't tell a big difference. There's certain colors I don't mind if they bleed into each other, and that one of them is purple and blue. They look really pretty together. So right here, I'm not going to be sad. So I'll go ahead and put some purple and maybe kind of see what happens. See how that's bleeding in there? Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. Right in here. Get some of that blue again too. Now get a little bit of water and let it kind of bleed together. Whoa. It's kind of fun. Okay. Go over here to the, now I'm just going to kind of work my way down, I think. So I'm going to get some more of that red. I don't know, is that red? We haven't had a family Christmas, like a big family Christmas with my dad's side. We didn't have it last year because of COVID. But this year, my aunt, who we haven't seen in many, many years, is going to try to come. So that's going to be exciting because we have not seen her. I think she's going to go into assisted living pretty soon. And I think she realized that this is my chance to go see everybody, while I still can. So we'll see if she can get a ride and all that. She lives in the Dallas area. So that's the big news around my house. My dad's sister. My dad has 3. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of green with this blue because I love green and blue together. He has 3 siblings. He had 4 siblings. One passed away a few years ago. And he has 2 brothers and a sister that will come to the Christmas. And my kids kind of dread it. Do y'all have kids that dread that kind of thing? And mainly it's because the cousins all are close except my kids because they all have brothers and sisters. So they have aunts and uncles, and I don't have any. We don't have aunts and uncles, so we don't see them often. And so it's like they just feel kind of left out. But, that's life. See how this red and purple look together. It is what it is, And I hope they come because, they get to an age where you can't make them come. I remember when my mom used to tell me about it, and I was like, I have to work. I was always so glad when I had to work. I want to go sit and talk to these people that I don't know and I see once a year. That was my thought. And they just have so many memories. Like my mom had so many memories with her cousins and stuff that I didn't. So it's I was like, I don't get it. I don't get what y'all are laughing and talking about. It's kind of like you feel left out in a way. But when at a certain point, I enjoyed it because I could hear stories about my mom. So I was glad because I was like, oh, she wasn't perfect. Just kidding. So, but my son, since can y'all hear Oreo over there? She is just talking away. My son, since he's engaged, things are really starting to change in that aspect too, because they're going to do what they're going to do as far as, with family and stuff. So I don't know if that means that's going to change for when we do our family things, but here's the blessing. The blessing is, that her family's from town, Tyler. They live here now. Or I'm saying now as in right now they live here. I hope they don't move. And it's not a big deal. And we don't have a big family, so it's not such a big deal as in if they're in the same town. So if they want to do their house on Thanksgiving, they can come to our house on Friday. It's not that big of a deal because we don't have other family to work around. Like she has a brother and he's in the Marines. So if he, comes in and that's when they need to do it, that's fine. But it's just different. It's just different. Things are changing. How's my grandma? I know, Debbie, but you can always wipe it up with, okay, Debbie said, I'm terrified to let the colors bleed. Always afraid they're going to get yucky brown. Yes, that is a fear. A very good fear. Good fear? I don't know. It's a very good thing to think about because you're right. That happens a lot. However, what's really good usually with watercolor is you can dab it up with water somewhat and fix it. Take some of this and move it over here. But if you stop and let it dry in between, that is very helpful too. Okay, my grandma. Interesting news there. Bless her heart. Did I tell you she had COVID? I can't remember if I told y'all. My poor grandma. She had COVID. Okay, let me start over. She fell, she broke her ankle. She went to rehab. She had surgery because they had to re-break it. It didn't heal right. And then she had to go to a nursing home for I don't know how long, for a while to heal. And she went to rehab and she was doing great. And that woman is determined. She's 89 years old. She got on that walker and she walked into their house and she went back there to live. Well, she was doing great. And then she fell and she was so weak, she could not get up or help my parents get herself up. And they couldn't do it. They couldn't lift her. And so, Mom said they finally desperately, it probably hurt her really bad. They got her back up into the chair. And she said, but we cannot keep doing that. That was so hard for all of us. And she said, we can't take her to the bathroom. We can't do all the things. So I said, Mama, something's wrong. She couldn't be that weak or she can't, do anything. Something's wrong. So anyway, I finally talked them into calling the ambulance to come get her, and she had COVID. And that's why she had no strength at all. She had been working out. She had been working really hard to actually be able to walk on a walker, And so, that didn't help since she fell, obviously. And then she had COVID. So she was in the hospital for several days. Then they sent her to this rehab place that will take COVID patients. Thank goodness. And so that was for several days. So she had to be quarantined. I don't know if it's 10 days or whatever. She's a people person. She does not like to be alone, which, we didn't want to go up there. And then, now that she doesn't have COVID, she's still super weak. She can't use, her feet, it hurts so bad to touch, to touch anything, I guess. So she can't stand up, and standing up was the big deal. She could transfer herself, she could do everything. And now she has to have help going to the bathroom and stuff. So doesn't look good. Looks like she might be staying at the nursing home again. So they ended up taking her to the nursing home she was at before, which they love her. Anybody loves her. She's just a joy to be around. But I was thankful that she got to go back there, but she was really sad. She cried because she wanted to go home, which anybody could understand. Of course, Of course she wanted to go home. I'm going to look and see how I feel about this. I think it looks good. Yeah. The doctor needs to check her for gout. Oh, that's a good thought. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to tell Mama to check on that. Yeah, bless her heart. I mean, she's like, everything hurts. And then she said the ankle that she broke doesn't hurt, but the other one hurts so bad. And I think that's probably a lot of overcompensation for trying to walk on for so long, having to hop on that one leg. My mom had bouts and her feet hurt to touch. Yes. She had gout. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Definitely talk to my parents about that. That's why I love to talk about to other people about stuff because, we've all had different experiences. So, okay, here we go. We're going to do white. Do white. I wrote really big today because I always end up writing big. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and try to do that on the sample. And I'm just going to go for it. Okay, and I'm going to go around here and just work on all my lines. See how that cleaned that up right there? These ugly lines where they touch, this is going to clean all that up. And if it doesn't, you can go back and add color, whatever you need to do. Like that. Oops. Oh. Oh, that's good, Donna, to hear. When she got gout in her wrist, I had to get her a transport style wheelchair. I'm so glad you mentioned that. When I'm doing the this for the camera, it's hard because I'm not angling my paper as much as I would. I guess I can a little bit. And then it's hard to see if I'm straight because I can't get like up over it. So y'all know if it doesn't look as good as it should. That's why. Now here I could go ahead and use a thinner pen if I want. I'm just going to go for this and not. And then I'm not going to purposely make it straight. And we can go back if you want to, and you can make the thicker downstrokes on blessed, which I think I might. Hunger and thirst for righteousness. The 4 I'm definitely going to write smaller. And I'll probably write the rest of the scripture small. Y'all haven't told me I've misspelled anything in a while, so I hope you're not just not telling me, or maybe I'm doing good. Or maybe I'm catching it before I get too far. Uh-oh. Alexa, how do you spell righteousness?
Righteousness is spelled R-I-G-H-T-E-O-U-S-N-E-S-S.
Thank you. Sometimes words, don't they just look weird? I was writing a word last night and I was like, I think it was pencil or something. And I said, Dwayne, how do you spell pencil? Because it looked, like I don't know how to spell pencil, So it just looked funny. I think he was proud that he knew how to spell it and I was asking for his help. Okay. Now I'm going to take a smaller marker. Same kind, just smaller. This is the 0.7 millimeter, or mm, I guess that means millimeter. I don't know what that means. Okay. Hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled. I may have to go back over that. Okay, now I can do Matthew here. It's kind of absorbing in, so I'm going to have to go back. over it once this dries. See how I needed it to be small to be able to fit it in. So now I'm going to clean up these lines. You could do black over it too if you wanted to. I would like to tape my paper down, but then it's hard to go to the edge, and I like to go to the edge since I write so big. But you can always tape down your watercolor paper so it doesn't bend up like it is. I hope y'all liked this lesson. I hope it was fun. It's fun to me. Oops. I just did the wrong part. Okay. Okay. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to let it marinate for a while, go back over this, darken up those white lines, and then call my grandma. No, call my mom to take care of my grandma. But I really want to go see my grandma, but we think she got COVID there in the nursing home. Oh, we don't know where she got it because she wasn't with anyone. And it was a few days after she got back home. So anyway, y'all have a wonderful Monday. And I can't wait to see you soon. Remember, next week we are going to be doing a Zoom, and I'm going to do a 3D project. And I knew what I was going to do, and now I can't remember. I will get that information to you in case you want to do it too, but I can't remember what it was. What was that? Okay, I'll get back with you. See y'all later. Bye. Thank you, Selena.